Alright, good day students. You are given equation involving s and the y variables. You are required to find the value of s and y if s raised to power 3 minus y raised to power 3 divided by s minus 1 is equals to 19, and s raised to power 3 minus y raised to power plus y raised to power 3 divided by s plus y is equals to 7. Find the value of s and the y. The first thing you have to do is to label the equations. So once you have done that, divide equation 1 by equation 2. Divide equation 1 by equation 2. So divide equation 1 by equation 2. So dividing equation 1 by equation 2, you have s raised to power 3 minus y raised to power 3 divided by s minus y is equals to s divided by, again, s raised to power 3 y raised to power 3 divided by s plus y. This is the same as 19 divided by 7. That is, divide equation 1 by equation 2. So the next thing is to simplify the equation. So from here, notice that division, this is a fraction, so it will invite. When it invited, this will become the numerator and the other one will become the denominator. So in this case, we have what? S plus y over s raised to power 3 plus y raised to power 3, and this time changes to multiplication. So once you have done that, you have to recall that s raised to power 3 minus y raised to power 3 is equals to s minus y, s squared plus sy plus what? Y squared. And then we have that s raised to power 3 plus y raised to power 3 is equals to s plus y, s squared minus sy plus what? Y squared. So you replace this in this equation. Wherever you see s minus s raised to power 3 minus y raised to power 3, you put these values. So let's do it. We replace it here. So from here we have s minus y in bracket s squared plus sy plus what? Y squared. So we also do it here. So from here we have what? You have s plus y, s squared minus sy plus y squared. So once you have done that, what next? Notice that some of the terms can cancel out. Some of the terms of the equation cancel out. So from here we have that this can cancel here, this can cancel, and once we have done that, this implies we have s squared plus sy plus y squared over s squared minus sy plus y squared is equals to 19 over 7. Sorry. So this we can have to, let's call it equation 4. We can call this equation 4. So from here we have, you also have to know that from algebraic expression that s plus y squared is equals to s squared plus y squared plus 2sy. And then This means that if this comes to this side, you have s plus y squared minus 2sy is equals to s squared plus y squared. So once you have done that, rearrange equation 4 and substitute this in the equation. So here, whatever you see here, let's clean this side. Sorry. So from here we have, here is x plus y. So we are told to rearrange this equation 4. Bring s squared and y squared together. You have s squared plus y squared plus what? Sy divided by, bring it together, s squared plus y squared minus sy is equals to 19/7. So this is what we will get after the rearrangement. So the next thing is to, the values we got, these values we got, you see it, s plus y all squared minus 2sy is equals to s squared plus y squared. So we have to substitute it here. So from here we substitute it. We have, wherever you see wherever you see s squared plus y squared, you put these values. So here we have what? S plus y squared, s plus y squared minus 2sy plus 2sy is equals to 19/7 divided by, wherever you see this, you put s plus y squared minus 2sy minus sy. Sorry. So can now clean here. So the next thing you have to do when you arrive at this point is to simplify it. How do we simplify it? So from here we have s plus y squared minus 2sy. Just subtract the coefficients. You have minus sy. Hope you know it. The variables are the same, so you subtract, you perform the operation on the coefficients. That gives us minus sy divided by s plus y squared. This gives us minus 3x y is equals to 19/7. So what is the next thing we should do? From here, the next thing we should do is to assign a variable to these terms. So in this case we can say let s plus y be equals to, let s plus y be equals to v, and then let sy be equals to z. So once we have done that, we can now substitute it in the equation. Substitute the values you got in the equation. So from here we have, v squared minus z divided by v squared plus minus 3z, and this is equals to 19/7. So the next thing we have to do is to see how we can find the values of x and the values of v and the z. This is like one equation dividing the other. So from here we can split these two equations. That v squared minus z squared is equals to 19. So I can call this equation I. And then v squared minus 3z is equals to 7. and I can call this I. So the next thing you should do is to subtract equation I from equation I. Subtract equation I from equation I. So that means the second one is subtract it. You have b squared minus z minus, put minus here, this is a common minus to all of them, v squared minus 3z minus 19, and this is 7. So this is v squared minus v squared, it gives us 0. So minus z minus minus 3z will give us minus z, minus minus is plus. So minus z plus 3z will give us what? Will give us 2z. I hope you know it will give us what? 2z. So equate 19 minus 7 will give us what? Will give us 12. So make z the subject. Z is equals to 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2, and you get z to be equals to 6. So once you have gotten z to be equals to 6, then look at this equation here. You can find the value of v. So the next thing is to, we have gotten z to be equals to, so from this equation, from equation I have that v squared is equals to 3z plus 7. So z is 6. So from here you have v squared is equals to 3 in bracket 6 plus 7. This is 18. 18 plus 7. 18 plus 7 will give us what? 25. So v squared is equals to what? 25. So once you have gotten v squared to be equals to 25, you can now find the value of v. Find the square root of both sides. If you find the square root of both sides, you have that v is equals to plus or minus the square root of 25. So that v is equals to plus or minus 5 when z is equals to 6. Sorry. So we have gotten the major values. Now we have gotten that v is equals to plus or minus 5, is it not? And then z is equals to 6. So let's go up. I can clean here. The next thing is to solve the equation. This equation. So now we have gotten equation in z and the y. So the next thing is make from equation, you can call, I can call this equation E, and then equation D, and this one equation E. So from equation E, I can make y the subject. So y is equals to 6 over x. Substitute it in equation D. Substitute y equals to 6 over x in equation D. So in this case, wherever you see y, you put 6 over x. So we have x plus 6 over x is equals to plus or minus 5. So this is where we solve two equations. I can clean here. Now that there are two equations that can be solved from this given equation. So from here, let's start by taking the positive aspect of x. So in this case, you have x plus 6 over x is equals to 5. So simplify, multiply the equation by x, you have x squared plus 6 is equals to 5x. Rearrange the equation, you have x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. So what is the next thing? The next is to factorize. Factorize, you have x squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equals to 0. So s is common, you bring it outside, have s minus 2. Minus 3 is common, you bring it outside, have s minus 2 is equals to 0. So you now have s minus 2, s minus 3 is equals to 0. So equating each of them, you now have that x is equals to 2 or 3. So I've gotten two values. The next thing is to solve for the negative. Solve for the negative. So from here, for the negative, we have done for the positive, solve for the negative. So multiply the equation by x. You have x squared plus 6 is equals to minus 5x. Rearrange the equation, you have x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Factorize completely, you have x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 is equals to 0. So you still have to simplify. S is common, s plus 2, this is 2. So s plus 2, 3 is common, you bring it outside, s plus 2 equals to 0. So from here you have s plus 2, s plus 3 is equals to 0. So finally from here you have s to be minus 2 or minus 3. So there are 4 values of x. We have gotten what 4 values of x. We can bring it up, all these values of x. So in this case we have s, this plus, here is minus, so plus or minus 2 or plus or minus 3. Minus 3 plus 3. So we have 2 values of x. From these 2 values of x, we can now solve the for y. We can now get the values of y by substituting the values of x in any of the 2 equations. If you substitute in any of the 2 equations, you will get the value of x, value of y. So from equation 1, when s is equals to 2, if s is equals to 2, you have 2 raised to power 3 minus y raised to power 3 divided by 2 minus y is equals to 19. So if you cross multiply, you have, this is 8, 2 raised to power 3 is 8, minus y raised to power 3 is the same as, let's so you will get, we still make use of that equation. We get that s plus y is equals to plus or minus 5. That is equation D. For simplicity, because going towards this way, we'll still arrive at the answer, but it will take a long time. So this equation you will use to get the value of y, because we have solved all the way substituting different variables until you arrive here. So in this case, when x is equals to plus 2, we have plus 2 plus y. That is when you are taking off the positive. You know that we get the there are two sections here. Spelling this, we have s plus y equals to 5 and s plus y equals to minus 5. So the first one is, how do we get the value of x? So from here, when s is equals to 2, here is 5, y is equals to 5 minus 2, and that gives us 3. So in this case, we have 2 and 3 for the first one. So we have what? 2 and 3. So when s is equals to minus 2, if s is equals to minus 2, what do you have? So in this case, making y the subject. So when s, mind you that for plus, you make use of plus. For plus, we have x to be plus, s to be plus, plus plus, we have s to be when s is minus 2, y is supposed to, for here we have two values of x, 2 and 2 or 3, and here we have minus 2 or minus 3. Remember the values of x we have and the values of s here. So where s is 3, if s is 3, y will be equals to 5 minus 3, and that gives us 2. You know, when we solve, we clean the board, but when we equate the first equation, s plus y, we use positive. That way we have 2 and 3. And the other one, when s is the right hand side of the equation is minus 5, we have two values of x, minus 2 and minus 3. So in this case, we have 3 and 2. So we are done with this one. So the second one, when x is equals to minus 2, we have minus 2 plus y is equals to minus 5, so that y is equals to minus 5 plus 2, and then we have minus 3. So we have what? Minus 2 minus 3. So lastly, when s is minus 3, if s is minus 3, we have what? Minus 5 plus 3, and that gives us minus 2. So here we have what? Minus 3 minus 2. That is the values of x. I hope you have seen it. So that is the values of x. So the values of x, the pairs of x that satisfy the equation is 2, 3. S and y that satisfy the equation 3, 2. You have minus 2 minus 3, and then we have minus 3 minus 2. So these are the pairs of values of s and y that satisfy the given equation. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Click the subscribe button, like and share. Notification button whenever I have new update, you'll be the first person to be notified. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.